Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Pockets Full of Comics. My name's Tyler. We are going through a recent collection I found at my grandfather's, just chatting comics. You know, I don't have all these books. Like I said, these are his, but I want to share them with you, and I'm trying to learn. So I'm kind of learning by sharing and helping him bag and board these and protect these books. And yeah, so hopefully so far you like the videos. I've got another video for you today. What we're going to look at are some romance or girl cover type comics. So I found some LB Cole covers. I found some Matt Baker stuff. I really, being new to this, didn't know a lot about the girl art, you know, on comic books. I didn't know a lot about comic books in general, so I'm trying to teach myself as I go through these. That's kind of the whole point of me starting this YouTube channel, honestly, is to learn through the comments from you guys. I've been starting to watch Comic Collector Geek. His stuff is incredible. Learning, you know, so much about the Golden Age comic books just in general. So that's what I'm doing. So if you want to tag along and you want to check out these books that I found and that I'm, you know, going through and learning, I'd be happy to have you here, and I'm happy for the chance to share these with you. So today, like I said, we're going to go through these romance books. There's probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 in general that I'm just going to flip through. I've got a video when I was at my grandfather's house going through these. We're watching the Cubs game together, just you know, watching baseball, bagging and boarding books, flipping through, chatting comics. I will do a voiceover on it because the game was kind of loud. It'd just be easier that way, I think, and that way we can chat through some of them. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll put that clip in right now. Talk about some of these books. So this first book that we have here is Popular Teenagers, number 8. This is an LB Cole cover. 5.0 of this sold for $576 in 2021. Next is Love Tales 46. This is from Timely Comics. The next we have a Matt Baker book, which is really beautiful. The red dress, blonde-haired girl. Teenage Romance is number 31. I was surprised on that Teenage Romance book. A 5.5 sold for $1,560 in 2023. You saw a Girl Comics 10 there. Here's a Girl Romances 21, 1953. Artist was Mike Sikowski on that one. Here's another Matt Baker, Diary Secrets, 1952, number 10. 4.0 of that sold in 2023 for $600. I thought this one was cool. Flaming Romances, number 3 from 1950. 5.5 was pretty valuable at $500 in 2023. If you know the artist or anything on that one, that'd be great. Drop that in the comments. There's a Romantic Hearts, number 11. There were none of those on the census. Here's a Youthful Romances, number 12. Same thing, I didn't see any on the census. The Cinderella Love, I don't know if that's Matt Baker. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. Let me know. Cinderella Love, number 5, that was 1951. This True Secrets is really nice, number 11. And then we're going to finish this up with the Sweethearts 102. So, all right, so now that you've seen that batch of books, I just want to highlight a couple of them. I'm going to do these little highlights so that I can learn about them and give you guys an opportunity to comment and tell me more about specific books or runs of books or artists. As I'm going through this journey and going through this collection, my goal with it is to learn, to become a comic book collector and learn as much as I can about these books. So the first one that I looked up up here is the Popular Teenagers, number 8. So LB Cole covers apparently are pretty valuable, and I did not know that. So I started looking into LB Cole a little bit. I didn't dive deep into LB Cole like I did Matt Baker, but I did look a little bit into this. So the artwork is really cool on this. You know, the girl looks like a couple friends, and one of them says she talked these two guys into, you know, gathering them lobsters for their supper club, and she's flirting with them, and she's got the red swimsuit on, the short red swimsuit, and these guys, their facial expressions, they're all playing at the beach. They got her lobster. She brought him back to her friend who's, you know, sitting on the beach with kind of a annoyed look, like, this girl, you know, my friend, she was flirting, but then they show like a little blurb like, well, she accomplished her task of getting these guys talked into getting her lobsters. So the story seems cool. I should read the book. Maybe I will, but I thought that artwork was neat. So the reason I really looked into this was because LB Cole, excuse me, must be a highly sought after artist, because, you know, a 5.0 of this book sold for $576 in 2021, which, you know, was a couple years back. This book is not a 5.0, but still, it kind of sets that bar, like, oh, these romance books or these girl covers or these specific artists, their books hold value. So it's a learning point for me. Pretty cool. So the next book, which I probably talked the most about, was the Teenage Romance is number 31. So this was when I learned who Matt Baker was. So being new to this comic book journey, I didn't know anything about Matt Baker. So I started researching him when I looked up this book, mainly because I got on Go Collect. I pulled up this book, and a 5.5 of this book, which the book that you're seeing here above is in really great shape. I don't know if it's a 5.5, but it's probably a 3.5 or a 4.5, or I'm not 100% sure, a 4.0, but still probably valuable, or would garner some value being a Matt Baker cover. So I started looking into it, and I kind of got obsessed a little bit about learning about Matt Baker. So I'm watching Comic Collector Geek, and I'm watching them, and they're talking about Matt Baker constantly. So then I read a few articles on Matt Baker and watched another couple videos about him. So, Matt Baker was a very sought after artist back then. So this book, I believe he drew with, was it Jack? Yeah, it was Jack Kamen, is what I learned, and they drew similar. Kamen drew animals maybe a little differently, and then he usually drew women with bigger breasts, but it was cool. I don't know what else to say other than I learned a lot about Matt Baker. So this book specifically, the girl, the way Matt Baker drew her, the dress is kind of flowing. She's running away. She doesn't want to stay and hang out with these other people. Her facial expression and her beauty, it's just, he was really good at what he did. So I believe he died at a young age, like 31 or 35. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know exactly what his cause of death was, but I think it said he was overworked, or he was it was health related maybe. So I think he was a smoker, maybe a heavy smoker. So anyways, it was cool. It was fun for me to learn about Matt Baker. So if you have any more cool facts about Matt Baker, or you have a big Matt Baker collection, or you want to just talk about Matt Baker, drop me a comment and let me know. I'd love to learn more about him. So moving on to the next book is also a Matt Baker book. Up here, this is Diary Secrets, number 10, 1952 Matt Baker cover. This book has two females and a male on the front, and one of them's like saying hey, and then there's a little blurb saying no, she has no idea I was with him last night. So there's a little bit of tension there that he draws in, but I don't know what the story is. The book is pretty well beat. I think it was read a lot. A lot of these romance books, they were actually my grandfather's sister's books. So she would get these romance books, or he would go out with his friends. They'd go to a movie. They'd come back while mom was shopping. They'd stop at the filling station, which our family owned, pick up books, trade books, and one of the things he was required to do sometimes was grab a book or two for his sister. So I'm glad he did, and I'm glad he saved them. But she read them way more than he read his, or she didn't have as many books as him, so the ones she had, they were read a little more. So this Diary Secrets that you're seeing here is pretty well beat up. The spine's split. It's been read a lot of times. I'm sure there's a lot of memories. Must have been a good book. Same thing. Maybe I should read that. We'll see. But I just want to highlight a couple of these to kind of show that I'm trying to learn about these artists and learn about these books. And I really do appreciate the comments you guys are leaving, and all the subscriptions, and just the people that want to come along and learn with me. It's cool. So thank you for that. I hope you're all having a great day. And yeah, that's it.